Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you this Perrie Edwards makeup inspired tutorial. If you guys want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. Hey guys, so starting off with my skin, I'm going to be priming using my L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer. Her face was so dewy in the picture that this gives me the perfect base. Just a subtle glow comes through my foundation. This was the picture that I chose, by the way, off of her Instagram. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using my Revlon Colorstay in the color Ivory and just blending that all over my skin. Always remembering to blend down the neck so that it is seamless. Moving on to my brows, her brows are darker than my natural brows are, so I did try to make them a little bit darker using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Taupe and setting that with my Ulta brow tint in the color Light. Now for my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance eyeshadow primer in the color Champagne just to give it a perfect shimmery base for all the sparkles to stick to it. Moving into my Smashbox Full Exposure palette, I'm going to be taking the middle Champagne shade with a little bit of the gold next to it and blending that all over my lid. More so the champagne color than the gold glitter. But going in, I'm going to intensify the gold glitter by putting that on top. Moving into my Ofra Shimmering strips, I'm going to be using those three colors just to put it near the lash line to give me a little bit of light, to reflect the light nicely on my lid. There we go. Moving on to the sparkles, I'm going to be using my Magnificent Metals Foiled Eyeshadow by Stila in the color Kitten just to give me a bit of sparkles on top because her eyes were chunky glittery in a good way. Moving on to the dark brown and the middle brown transition, I'm just going to use that to blend out my crease. Not going too dark, this look was pretty light and natural, but just enough to blend it out and give a little bit of definition. Then going in with a big fluffy brush and blending that out. Using a black eyeshadow and my angled small eyeliner brush, I am just going to lightly line my lash line very thinly just to hide the false lash band in a moment. Moving on to mascara, I'm just going to be using my Lancome Grandiose and just giving myself a thin layer and then putting on my Red Cherry number 523 lashes. If you get glue on your lid like that, don't worry about it, it does dry clear. Moving back into the black, I'm just going to go on top of the lash band to hide it. And moving into my shimmering brick again, I'm going to be using just that white shade because her inner corner was super glowy. So I'm just going to blend that out a little bit as well. Moving into my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the color Venus, I'm just going to be slightly underneath the lash line to make it a little bit more bright and applying my same mascara to my bottom lash line. My bottom lashes. Moving into my Hard Candy Glamoflauge in the color Ultra Light and my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Vanilla, I'm just going to highlight all the usual places and then buff that out using my Real Techniques sponge and dancing. Because you always gotta dance. Using my Real Techniques 100 brush and my Rimmel Stay Matte, I'm just going to set anywhere I placed the concealer. Using my Colourpop Bon Voyage bronzer and a little stipple brush, I am going to contour my face. She did have a pretty thick, warm contour. I've really been enjoying this bronzer. When I first got it, I thought it was too light and I wasn't really feeling it, but I think especially going into fall and winter, I think it's going to be a really big staple for me because it's the perfect color. Going over that though with the same brush, I'm going to be using my Chocolate Soleil bronzer just to set the cream bronzer. And then I'm going to blend that out using my buffing brush by Real Techniques. Now for highlight, I'm going to be using my Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop lightly, using this same foundation brush just because I wasn't going intense, I just needed a little bit of dewiness. Moving on to my lips, I'm going to be using the Revlon HD lipstick in the color Hydrangea. It's so big that I have to use a lip. I have to use a lip brush because it is so big and it's hard to get the crisp line. But just filling that in initially. On top of that, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild lipstick in Hey What's Up Doc. It's just a super bright orange. And mixed together, it makes it look like the color that she had in the picture. Now, this is perfect if this is what you're going for, but I decided to add a fall alternative because we are heading into fall and that lip color is more of a summer. I added the Be a Bombshell lipstick in the color Lush, I believe. Just a perfect fall lip color in my opinion. This makeup tutorial is really perfect for regardless if you're going into spring and summer like the lower hemisphere or you're heading into fall and winter for the northern hemisphere. I think that this makeup look is just super universal. So this is the finished makeup tutorial. If you guys enjoyed this video, as always, please do not forget to like and subscribe this video. Also keep tuned on my channel. During the month of October I will be having my Halloween special and I'm really excited about that. I'm already starting to film for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys and have a great day. I'll see you in my next video.